We spend a lot of time on this channel talking about hacking our internal reality and subconscious reprogramming, updating tools, and understanding our needs. And I want to take you through some important components of hacking our external reality. So there are a lot of products out there that serve as a cage for your phone. And the idea is simple. You can lock your phone up for as long as you need to focus on something else. This could be family time, studying, or even just being more present in your life. But why do we need these devices? And don't they seem like sort of these frivolous ideas? Well, when you consider that roughly 95 to 97% of our actions and behaviors are subconscious, and roughly only 3 to 5% are actually conscious, and that the conscious mind cannot outwill or overpower the subconscious mind, you'll see why there's no shame in getting a little outside help. And tricks like this can actually help us take our behaviors in the direction that we want. The problem is that sometimes we try to rely too much on our own willpower, aka the faculties more associated with our conscious mind, when in fact that willpower becomes quickly a finite and limited resource. See, after spending the entire day at the office, working, talking to people, making decisions, dealing with conflict, your willpower tank runs low, often leaving you with little energy to hit the gym or prepare for a healthy dinner. So instead of pushing through in these hopes that you'll somehow summon the willpower that you need to accomplish all these goals, you can actually just hack yourself and design an environment that allows growth to be facilitated more easily or healthy habits to take place more simply. And if you're having a hard time, for example, building a workout routine, maybe you find a like-minded friend that will literally show up at your door at a fixed time, no matter what. And the trick is when we want to create these different changes in our lives to essentially put ourselves in positions with finite options, more limited options, so it becomes easier to just make a healthier choice. Another example of this could be just not buying the junk food that you normally eat and rely on when you go into autopilot, just not having it in your home. Designing your environment for growth like this gives you the opportunity to be more intentional about what behaviors you want to reinforce and what behaviors you want to phase out. Even rearranging your furniture in different ways can lead to less time watching television and more time meditating, for example. Or deleting those life-sucking apps from your phone can potentially lead to a lot more connection with people around you. Limiting your exposure to news or negative or violent content can improve your mood and motivation levels. See, our input often becomes our output eventually. And making a budget and transferring some money out of your checking account at the beginning of each month can compound into savings over the course of a year. And most importantly, carefully choosing who you want to spend your time with can have a profound impact on whether or not you achieve your goals and determine the quality of your life. If you stick around people that support and empower you, celebrate you, and are there for you, you'll find that you have an easier time believing in yourself a lot of the way. And seeing what other determined and successful people do and how they think will give you ideas for how to inspire yourself to do the same. And of course, this isn't always easy or perfect, especially if you don't feel supported by people close to you, like a partner or family member. But at the very least, you can begin advocating for your needs to be met and set your boundaries when necessary. And by designing your environment and making yourself limited in your choices to step outside of the things that you actually want, not in a pressuring way, but just in a way that's supportive, that you build these positive associations to over time, can actually help you begin to thrive at a much faster rate. Designing your environment can then become more like a game where you get into the habit of inquiring into what you actually need and then strategizing creative ideas for how to bring that to yourself, and constantly readjusting, changing, and updating your strategies until you find something that really works can help you solidify a whole bunch of habit patterns that build more empowerment and trust. This doesn't mean that you won't have setbacks at times. A lot of the strategies may not work perfectly, but understanding that it's a process that you can tweak. And the more you add these little tiny tweaks to your life, these things will build up tremendously over time. You won't get as discouraged. You'll stop reinforcing the idea that there's something wrong with you or that you can't show up for yourself. And instead, this can motivate you to seek out further tweaking and hacking your environment to make sure it more effectively nourishes and support you. an environment that you can consciously build however you'd like. And if you want to do a much deeper dive into all these sorts of things, you can check out our Healthy Habits course at PDS by clicking the link in the description box below, and you can get access for free for 7 days. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.